Well, kind of forgot that that's what I was coming back to. So there's a couple more items in this area that we can get. Let me return the camera to normal because I do think oftentimes it has its uses. We do want to steer clear from the other Gavials here because they will absolutely ruin our day. If given the chance. But I know... Oh, there's a leech. A leech got me. Hey. You gonna open up? Oh, I don't have any more... Do I have any more regular grenade? Oh, I do. I do. Nope. Closing your mouth? Want to open up again, huh? No. Oh, you're getting a little close. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Your territory. I understand. I understand. Let's see. Somewhere around here. Chaff G. Here's what I'm looking for. The Gakko. So, last time, there was a joke about the stealth camouflage, and I mentioned that you get that for shooting all the Carotons. Well, if you want some help finding the Carotons, you can get the Gakko camouflage. And with this, the Carotons will croak when you're close to them. Also, I mean, check the fit. Am I right or am I right? We're not gonna we're not gonna do that though. Like I said, I think there's another item somewhere in here. I don't think I picked it up. Let me check my backpack. Oh no, no, I got the thermal goggles. The Thermg. That's good. We're gonna keep that, and now we're gonna talk about the knife. Because if you look, there's a little trap there, a very obvious trap that with the Thermg. Man, it looks a little atrocious, but you can see traps are highlighted. I don't know why. They're just very hot. So the knife. You can see when I equip this knife, Snake still has the knife on his chest, but he does not have the knife on his leg. If I unequip it, you can see it goes back into place. Might look like 3 black pixels to you. However, when I equip a gun, you can see he's got a knife held reverse in his left hand that comes from the sheath. Now, this confused some people, and it even is a bit botched in one of the cutscenes. Snake holds this knife backwards in his right hand in one of the cutscenes for CQC. He should not do that. That's not... It's a different knife, okay? It's the survival knife. This is something that, spoilers, MGS4 is going to rectify. There is only one knife. And you remember before, we showed off the combo, we showed off the stab. In this game, for some reason, it's weird. They talk about switching from gunfighting to knife fighting. I don't know why they didn't just make it one knife. That's something that MGS4 does that I prefer. And I think the animations look a little cooler. Again, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, the survival knife is not the CQC knife. And another thing that's mentioned is his cute little stance. He looks like a little kitty cat. Meow. There's a reason that he does that. You can see he kind of sneaks around. It's basically to keep the gun and knife away from his body. So, like, he's not in any danger of shooting or stabbing himself. But it does look very funny, and the stance in 4 looks better. Anyway, why do I have the knife equipped? Well, it's to show that you could just, boop, disable traps like that. I could have crawled under it. I could have rolled through it. Could have done a lot, but I like taking that option because it just feels very, I don't know, sneaky. Let's eat this Indian Gavial.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Let's eat some more.
What can I say?
What can you say? If you do touch this, though, it will cause damage, so be careful. Just because you disable the trap doesn't mean you can't still get a nasty splinter. Onto this area, and you can see those fences there. They're also white hot, and that is because they're electric fences. You know, I did it to Raiden in MGS2. I did it to Snake and Twin Snakes. Yep. So rather than electric floor panels, we have electric fences. They do a little bit of damage. You can use them against enemies as well. I will not be doing that. I'll show that off at a later date. But it's very funny. Also, look at that. Look at that. That's why I was crawling, because I have prior knowledge that there are Claymore mines in this area. Oh, look, they have Russian text on them. Barely legible Russian text. I never noticed that. I don't know if that's accurate or not. All the other games, of course, they have English text that says front toward enemy. Apparently, like I mentioned last time, they played it really fast and loose with the Russian in this game, so it might not say anything. It might say something. But yeah, look, we've got Claymore mines. Also, the walls are electrified. Remember when I said this game is kind of a redo of MGS1 in a lot of ways? Yeah. It kind of takes a lot of elements of MGS1 and remixes them. We can disable the fences. We can climb over them using that tree. We can crawl under them. There's a lot we can do. You also might have noticed there's a dog. Bow bow, doggy of the day. Don't worry, this is just a tranquilizer gun. He's asleep now. Let's get our Thermg, because it's a little... no, that's not really helping me see anything. Alright. Well, doesn't seem super perturbed. Claymore said falling down. Not sure in what context. That's really funny. Thank you for the translation. That's really great. That's really great. Yeah, I mentioned last time I had, years ago, I asked another friend of mine that he grew up in Russia. English was his second language. I asked him, hey, in MGS3, they say Shagohod means the treading behemoth. Is that correct? And he, long story short, he told me, no, it's kind of a nonsense name that, like, maybe means something like stepwalker, which it absolutely neither steps nor walks. Yeah, I know that they kind of went a little... Why can I not kick this man? There we go. That's very funny, though, falling down. I guess you'd fall down if you got blasted with a claymore. Alright, you remember what time it is. It's Loot Goblin time. Hey.
Please don't.
Well, that depends. Depends on you, buddy. What are you going to give me? C-Med. The C-Med is cold medicine. If we had stayed in the prior area shirtless for half an hour, we would have caught a cold. Alright, well, he gave us all 4 items because we got 2 from him while he was asleep, so... Whoop! Didn't mean to shoot him there, but that's fine. Yeah, it's very difficult to get a cold in this game, unlike prior games. Kind of scout out ahead. Oh! It's like there's a dude there. Probably another dude stationed on the other side. Dude way over there. Look, I'm actually using the scope in this game because it has nice big areas. There's still rooms, there's still hallways, there's still effectively corridors, but they're... Whoops! You have to put the CD in your computer first. They're nice and thick. You know, you get a lot of room to mess around. But of course, we see a box. We want that box. Because that box adds some style and new duds for us. That's the splitter camouflage. Splitter is good for indoor ops. Used on German airplanes during World War II. Effective in urban environments. Yeah, I kind of like this. I like that it's kind of got like a Solid Snake color palette. But we're still out in the jungle. It's not going to do much good for us. He's looking a little tuckered out. I do have leeches on me. Disgusting, disgusting cretins. That's fine. That means we get to feast on some fine fish. Another thing I really like about this game is you can pretty much look at everything. You can zoom in. You can zoom out. Gives you a little trivia. It's great. Also, sometimes you get these. Oh, that has been upscaled. They tried. This has been upscaled using 2011 technology. I'm really curious if they're going to remake these little videos for the remake. Oh, there's so much more fish you could eat. Don't just toss it aside. Decent stamina recovery. Okay. Maybe it's a bit of a cop-out, but we're just going to deal with them the old-fashioned way. Whoops. No, just... No, not this song and dance. There we go. Okay. Let's pick you up, even though your head touched the electric fence. Don't worry about it. Let's just pull you on over here. Because I need my loot. I need my loot. Wake up.
Freeze.
All right. Give me the goods.
Don't shoot me, please.
Well, like I said, you give me the goods, I won't shoot you. Whip-a-goo.
Oh,
I don't want that. I don't want to commit war crimes with your white phosphorus. Yeah, those are white phosphorus grenades. That's a war crime.
oh.
You don't know what white phosphorus does? Look up one of those YouTube backyard scientists. Basically, it burns and it just does not stop burning. It's not great. Alright, we're gonna grab him. Push him aside.
Freeze.
And hold him up. Very tactical. I like that. I like being a sneaky boy. Oh, there's a leech on my butt. Do you see it? Look, do you see it? On my back thigh? There's still a leech on me. I missed it. I missed it. Well, we're going to have to deal with that. Do we have to turn him around? Oh, no! The leech has... Oh, no. Well, if you get an injury that heals naturally, be it like something like a leech or something to that effect, it just stays there. So that leech is on my ass for the rest of the game now. Oh, there's one on my leg, too. Oh, no, I'm covered in leeches. What if I change my uniform? Are they stuck on my uniform? No, they're on me forever. We gotta deal with that for the rest of the game. Yeah, the eating fish animation is another one of the classics of this. You see it in GIFs. You see Every now and then I'll see a video where they just cut to that. Oh, come on.
Freeze.
Well,
Freeze.
that was a little awkward.
Don't shoot.
Oh yeah, his radio? You can shoot out their radios. They can't call for backup. There is so much you can do in this game. It's kind of insane. It's my favorite in the series for a reason. Even though I do really like Shadow Moses, I do really like Solid Snake, just gameplay-wise, this is the best. Hey, got anything to say?
If you shoot the barbed wire fence power source,
Oh yeah?
Speak.
request to call off alert.
Oh.
147.11.
147.11.
Speak.
Fire support request.
Oh.
141.62.
So yeah, you can, like I said, there's so many things you can do. This guy's very helpful. Like I mentioned before, you can shoot the little, there it is. Over there, there's like a bit of a panel. Can I shoot it with the tranquilizer? Probably not. Let me get my universal remote out. And let me put away the AK, because I don't like assault rifles in Metal Gear games. Too noisy. Alright. So that switch panel right there, we can see everything's glowing white hot because electricity is going through it. Probably not great. There we go. You saw the electricity, heard a little power down sound. Now it's safe. Now it's just a regular fence. He also gave us a frequency for calling off alerts, as well as a frequency for fire support. Calling off alerts is something I think you can only do in this game, but fire support, you'd see that reappear in later games. But as something that you have to, like, it's your guys doing fire support.
Freeze.
Here, I guess we're just calling their HQ.
No, wait.
It's kind of crazy. I'll do it at some point. Not in this playthrough, but again, I'll show off some of the funnier ways to deal with stuff, and I'll remember to hold that guy up to get the fire support. Suppressor! That's good. That's what we wanted, because we're using a lot of that. Disinfect. And more magazines. You got anything to say?
There are lots of traps around here.
Yeah, there are.
Speak.
What dogs really like is animal meat.
Speak. Let go of me. Freeze.
So yeah, we tranquilized the dog earlier, but if you have food, you can throw it to the dogs and they'll eat the food and won't really bother with you. There's like any problem you encounter in this game, there's like 50 different solutions to it. This game rules so hard. I really can't say anything more than that. Check it out. Oh. There we go. We took care of him. We can use this gun. I'm not going to. Because, more importantly, more camouflage. Face snow. Snow for cold environments. We won't use that yet. There'll be a place where we'll want to use it. Oh, there he is. I was going to say, there's a man around here somewhere. Can I shoot him through the fence? I can! Shooting someone through a fence in a PlayStation 2 game. Who would have thought? We'll just get 2 items from him. I'm not going to be too much of a loot goblin. Just a little bit of a loot goblin. This area is really cool, too. This is what Eva referred to as the heliport, I guess, because it has a single helicopter there. I guess. It's, again, a very large area and is kind of similar to the Shadow Moses heliport. It's like these, you know, a big main structure, a lot of little side rooms. It's cool. I used to cause as much havoc here as I caused in the Shadow Moses heliport. We got also the water camouflage, effective when underwater. Used extensively by the old German Defense Force. Extensively. It's pretty cool. We will be using that. We'll be using most of these throughout the game. Whoops, don't want that one. But we're going to stick to Tiger Stripe for right now because it's just very good early on. So much to do here. So freaking much we can do. Can't read any of that. Yep, typewriter or little tiny television. Can't really make out too much. Over here, though, we got another one of these. Let's demonstrate how this works. Yep, that's how it works. The Carotons just croak when you're close to them. Suppressor for a 1911. More trank rounds. And a mousetrap. Oh, we'll be getting used out of the mousetrap soon enough. Alright. I would like to get through here with no alerts. Oh, how do I do this? This is like... No. There we go. You can peek out of doors. If you go into first person near them and lean to the side of the door, you take a peek out there. You can also open it slowly, which is handy. Please get on the ground, because there's a man here. Yep, he's near that helicopter. We don't really want him next to that. Because we're going to do something with this helicopter. It is not stealing it, like Grand Theft Auto. Unfortunately. Oh. Oh no. Well, remember what I said about getting through this without an alert? I knew it wasn't going to last. Okay. He sees us. Oh, not the support unit. Not the support unit. Oh no, the support unit! Okay. Well, this is not going too poorly. Hey. Ouch. Okay. Are we good now? We good? Alright, alright. Okay. Alright, alright. Could have gone much worse. Well, here's the good news. Now we get to hold dudes up.
Freeze. Bring it on, American imperialist dog.
Oh, you're one of these boys, huh?
Bring it on.
Okay.
Imperialist dog. Freeze.
So the support unit, they're a little ballsy. They don't like to give you stuff.
Freeze.
That's the game's way of not wanting to reward you for getting alerts. I get it. I get it.
Huh.
All right.
Freeze.
Come on. Why did you not hold him up?
Freeze.
There we go. All right. Let's hold these idiots up.
Freeze.
Go on. Kill me. No, wait.
Okay. You're a good buddy. You're... No, no. Hey. I see you doing that.
Freeze. Freeze.
Oh, this is a clown show. This is funny.
No, wait.
Come on, give me some items. There we go. Okay, that's good. You gonna give me one more? You are. You're gonna give me a splint. All right.
Freeze.
Oh. I knocked him out on the ground. Well,
No, wait.
it's fine. You gave me enough. Don't worry about it. All right. This dude, we got to get him out of the way of this little building. Because we don't want him to get caught in the blast. Because that's a weapons storehouse. And I mentioned when we played MGS2 that there was a mechanic they never got to include in that game that they did get to include in this game. Which is blowing up the enemy's storehouses. Is the weapon storehouse. So if we blow this up, they'll only have their handguns, they won't have grenades, they won't have their assault rifles, etc. Oh, there's a man over there. We'll take care of him. We're also going to bomb the helicopter here. But yeah, this game is very good, like I said. And in addition to just the collaborative elements that make it really stand out, you know, giving the staff and the actors and such more freedom. One of the things they wanted to do was include as much as they could from MGS2 that didn't make it into the final game. So blowing up different storehouses. Here's the food storehouse. Has different effects on the enemies. Again, the weapon one gets rid of their weapons. The food storehouse makes it so they're very low on stamina, hilariously so. And you can also blow up like their radios and stuff like that. All this was stuff planned for MGS2 that didn't quite make it into the game. Now, why did we put a bomb on the helicopter? Well, if we blow this up now, there's a later area that will not have helicopters in it. So, there's the weapons. There's the helicopter. Yeah, that's not getting off the ground anytime soon. And there's the food storehouse. Now, they're kind of ruined in this area. They're not going to be able to do much. They are waking up, though, so I have to be a little cautious. There's going to be dudes all over checking stuff out. As I continue to wreak havoc. What?
Radio, where's our backup?
Guys, my suppressor wore out. Remember when I said I wanted to get through here without getting seen? Well, that's not happening. That dream is dead. Don't be right next to the electric fence, you idiot. Oh boy, here we go. Oh look, that's the guy whose arm I shot. Okay, okay. We're doing it like this, huh? We're really doing this? We're really gonna do it old school style? Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're still gonna go non-lethal. So I'm very low on health, which is not good. Let's see. What a farcical run this has been. Let's show also, since I'm so low on health, the life medicine. This is the only thing that actually directly recovers your health, and you can see, it doesn't recover a whole lot. They went all out with the survival elements of this game, and you can see, yeah, now my health is very low again from just that. You're really not supposed to start a combat alert in this game. It's not a good idea. You'll get killed very quickly. And you can see my health is very, very slowly recovering. Very slowly. I can't help it, man. This game makes me into a bit of a gremlin. I gotta start problems that I don't need to start.
HQ, please respond.
I think as well. Go into the box. Yes. If you look at my health, I heal much, much, much faster when inside the box. He did say it's his destiny, it's the key to true happiness. So we're going to sit in here for a little bit as we heal up and then try to make our way out. We could also get a little snack. Let's eat that rat. It's not bad. It's not bad. We've had worse. Oh, he's not happy. What's wrong? They're waking up all their buddies there. You know, I believe it was 147.11. Let's try that out. See, look, it was all on purpose. All on purpose to try out this frequency we got that lets us call off alert phases.
This is Patrol. The area is clear. Recommend discontinuing the state of alert. Over.
Understood, Patrol. Backup units will be withdrawn. As per standard operating procedure, this frequency will no longer be used. Out.
Yep, so it's a one-time use thing, but you do get multiple throughout the game. And yeah, look at that! No more caution. Oh.
HQ, please respond.
Except they just found a guy who was asleep, so never mind. Immediately undoing my efforts. But hey, at least I was able to show it off. That's how that works. Everyone's saying what's wrong. Alright. I might just have to make a beeline for it. Yep, let's make a beeline for it. Oh boy. Let's just go on to the next area.